Hi, Steve here of KMMA and representing Blackbelt Schools International. Today, I want to talk to you about the 3 levels of self-defense. When you go into a quality Krav Maga martial arts school or Krav Maga martial arts school, you will learn the technical skills to defend yourself against all matters of attack. Whether we're talking about chokes or grabs or even stick, knife, or gun defense, we're going to give you the proper technical skills to be able to defend yourself. And certainly that's important. Technique, knowing how to do something, is the first step towards being able to do what it is we want to do. In this case, to efficiently deal with the problem of violence in the real world. However, years of experience allow me to tell you that technique alone is not enough. In a real violent situation, in what we call the fog of war, technique will eventually break down. Fatigue, fear, the adrenaline dump, all of these factors will cause your technique to deteriorate. Now that means 2 things. Number 1, it means your technique has to be so good when you're not under stress that your good enough will be good enough. But number 2, it means that when technique fails you, you have to understand the principle. So it's important, and it's what we do at KMMA and Blackbelt Schools International, that your instructor is not only giving you technique, but giving you the principles behind the technique so you understand how the technique works. When I do a headlock defense, and my teacher has taught me that I should step forward, strike the groin, reach across the bridge of the nose into the outside eye, pull my elbow to my hip. That's the technique. But when all of a sudden the person turns their head and the eye isn't available, hopefully I also understand that the principle behind the technique is leverage to the neck. So if I can get hair or an ear or something else and create that same leverage to the neck, I can still create a situation where I'm going to be able to save myself. And I teach my students that the 3rd level of self-defense is attitude. And that means to say that when our technique has broken down and when even principle has failed us or at least eluded us, that we have to have the attitude that we will win, that we will never quit, that we are going to fight with everything in our heart and soul and toolbox that we have available to us, that we're going to do everything that it takes to get home safe and alive. And oh, by the way, these 3 levels not only apply to real world self-defense, but like so many of our Krav Maga principles, apply to every area of your life. The first step is knowing how to do what it is that you want to do. Second step is understanding that thing at an even deeper level, to the level of the principle behind the technique. And the 3rd step, we know that our attitude determines our altitude. And that when you have a will win attitude and a will never quit attitude, that you will succeed at whatever it is that you want to do. I hope you like that chime. And if you happen to be near Krav Maga Martial Arts in Tampa, Florida, or anywhere, go to blackbeltschoolsinternational.com to find a certified instructor near you.